just rejoined the gym after quite a while, and there's gonna be a 6 a.m. so don't anytime we have new crew. We're a special group here. The 6 a.m. are not like other classes. Anytime we have new people do introductions, we're all tight group. So we'll go around the room, tell Dalton who you are, what your name is, and how long you've been training here at Derby City.
After that, hey, I'm Jeffrey. I'm a white belt. I've been training roughly 4 months or so here.
I'm Steve. I've been training for right at a year. I'm a white belt.
I'm Ryan, been training here for 4.5 years. Alex, been here for about 7 months.
Justin, been here for about 3.5 years.
Don't you can don't skip you. Tell us about you.
Nope. I trained here in 2019 for like 7 months or so, and then just rejoined yesterday.
Jim, 4 years, 4 years, yeah. Blue belt.
Justin, year and 4 months.
Brand new blue belt. You guys didn't know that you got promoted on Thursday.
You start putting a target on your back.
Good morning, Dathan, white belt, 2 years.
Jeff, been training for about 20 years. Been here 11 years now. Holy cow. All right, guys, let's get started. And Ollie, introduce yourself, Ollie.
I'm Ollie. I've been training here for like 2 months. I'm a white belt.
All right, what a big class this morning. This is awesome. All right, who has not been here the last 2 weeks where we've covered the toe tuck sweep and the giggler? Just a couple of you. So most of you have seen the toe tuck sweep and or the giggler, right? All right, what we'll do today is we'll be chaining those two together. If you guys aren't familiar with either of those, we'll focus on just one of them, no problem. Let's start with our warm-up. Come on, Ryan. We're gonna start off with pummeling. So we're gonna get an over/under. So we've got an overhook on this side, an underhook on this side, using the same thing. My head is on my overhook side. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to pummel in the overhook hand. So as I start to pummel this in, my head's gonna switch sides, and he's doing the same thing. Now we're still in over/under, we just switch sides. We're gonna go back. Pummel in the overhook side, switch sides. Pick up the pace. Get your rhythm going. If you start feeling comfortable, you can add in some footwork. You'll step forward with a pummeling side. You don't have to do this, no problem. If you want to, you step forward with the side that you're pummeling in. Any questions? All right, partner up. 1, 2, 3. Jeffrey.
How you doing, bro? Good. You're alright, man.
And go.
I've never been. Do you have a key? Yeah, just for the promotion. Nice.
When you're doing this, guys, the only arm you're moving is your overhook side. Your underhook side should just stay in place and let your partner pummel in. The only arm you're moving each time is the overhook side. Time. All right, Kimura sit-ups or hip bump sweep drills. Come here, Ryan. So I'm gonna be on my back. Ryan's gonna be on top. He's gonna post his hands on the mat, and he's just gonna sit like this the entire time. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go from side to side and do basically a hip bump sweep. I'm gonna grip the Kimura. I'm gonna get him up. I'm gonna stop. So open my hips up, come up to my elbow. I want to get my armpit on top of his shoulder, so I'm getting above his shoulder. I'm not down here on his elbow. I'm getting up here high. Get my hand. I'm using my hips to bump him up. I want to see his left knee off the mat. In this case, he's just kind of stretching out, but I want to see his left knee off the mat, or his right knee off the mat, his right knee off the mat. Go down the other side. Switch my hips up to my elbow. Armpit above his shoulder, up to my hand. Both feet playing on the mat. Hip bump him up. Any questions? All right, partner up. 1, 2, 3. I give you about 30 seconds each round. All right, go. Hip bump a little bit more, Jeffrey. Both feet on the mat, Dathan. Both feet on the mat. Good. Good. Everybody's looking good. Huh?
I used to be scared of something. This the whole ankle.
Switch top to bottom.
Do some more.
I'm noticing like less bumping.
And go. Hands to the mat, Dathan. Nice. Left hand goes to the mat. Justin, not all hand. Yep, just post your hand on the mat. Good. Now switch. Hand goes to the mat. Yep, right hand goes to the mat. Good. Yeah, you're not grabbing his wrist in this. Solo drill there. Nice.
Wow. Yeah, I'm always using core work.
Come up to your hand, Justin. Up to your hand all the way. Yep, there you go. Ah. All right, I'm going to briefly recap the Giggler and the toe tuck sweep. Then those that are comfortable with doing both can go ahead and break off to half the class and start going back and forth on those two. If you're not familiar with either of those, we'll then spend a little more time focusing on one of them. You can focus on that one. Come here, Ryan. Everyone come around to this side where Elaine and Andrea are. So let's first talk about the Giggler. So here I am. I'm in a good half guard position. I've got my knee shield in place. Reminder that knee shield should be off center towards me in general. If I start getting to the center of his chest or far, like on the far side of his chest, yep, he can start to smash my leg down and start to pass. So I want to keep that kind of off center. I like to aim for the pec. Sometimes I also put it in the armpit, just being mindful that he can actually pop that knee out and pass that way as well, so I don't go too far. Boys rocking over there.
Love it.
So aim for the chest. So here we are. I want to connect, and this is something that I like to do. You don't have to do it this way. I want to avoid reaching straight in for an underhook because he's got from here to here, he's got that distance and that length of time that it takes me to travel that distance to block it. So if I'm going through, he can pitch his arm down, and make this harder for me to get. Now that doesn't mean I can't get an underhook like that. I can still get an underhook by reaching straight through. But a way to make it a higher percentage attempt, I like to connect my elbow to my knee, and I kick that leg through, and I just poke my elbow through right here. Now he's gonna pinch his arm down like anybody normally would to stop an underhook. All I have to do is windshield wipe my hand back. Super easy to do. All I have to do is get the tip of my elbow, poke into his armpit, and then a windshield wiper for that underhook. So it's a higher percentage attempt. You don't have to do it that way, but I do recommend it. From here, so I come to my elbow, I can go ahead and get this outside hook on the foot and spread them out, or I can shoot underneath first, spread them out with my inside leg, switch to my outside leg, and then drop my inside leg. That's important. Whenever we get this outside hook, we are stretching him out. I'm not, go back in, good. I'm not just putting my foot here and leaving it. I'm putting my foot here and I'm doing like a hamstring curl. I'm stretching him out. Drop this foot to the center at this point. There is a variation to the Giggler where both feet are on the outside. That's correct as well, but that's just not what we're doing today. So again, I can go ahead and get this outside hook here, or if he's crossing his feet where I can't get it at all, which this does sometimes happen, especially going against me, I cross my feet when I'm sitting up. Then I can shoot underneath. I can use my bottom leg to extend it out, switch my feet, open up, and then drop this foot. From here, I'm going to use this inside foot to do what's called a hip shovel. I'm not going to pull him on top of me. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use my foot to pull myself underneath. But before I do that, I've got to re-grip. This overhook that he's got, I'm going to grab that wrist, I'm going to re-grip it. Sometimes due to arm length, it's hard to get the actual wrist. If I can get the hand or even just the fingertips, just something in addition to pinching my elbow down will help keep that locked in place, but preferably the wrist. If it's the gi, you can grab the sleeve. So I'm going to use that foot to pull my hips underneath him. So notice I didn't pull him on top of me, I pulled myself under him and he just started to fall. That's exactly what we want. Here he's just resting. I can take him wherever I want at this point. There's not much he can do to stop. He can try to post with his head, he can try to post with his hand. I'm going to win that battle. Now I'm going to use this foot. I'm going to push myself up and over. Notice my foot is still on the mat. This foot is still hooked. I'm not kicking this leg up and over. I'm keeping this foot down on the mat the whole time to push myself up, bringing my knee through, then I'm settling into side control. One more time all the way through. Knees connected, my elbow's connected to my knee. I'm coming up to my elbow as I kick that leg through, poking my elbow to his armpit. He's going to pinch down to try to block it. I'm going to windshield off my hand to the underhook. Go ahead and get this outside hook now if I can, otherwise I'm going to wait until I shoot underneath. Get my underhook, re-grip on the overhook side. Foot goes underneath, hip shovel. And then once he starts to fall over, use this foot, push myself up, keeping this leg hooked. Selling side control. That is the Giggler. Now we're going to talk about the toe tuck sweep. Everything is pretty much the same starting off. Getting this underhook position. Now from here, Chewy likes to add in this additional step. I don't use it as often, but it's a very effective step if you want to use it. He does a shuck, so he'll take this underhook arm and he will shoot them forward as he goes underneath. Well, all that happens is they'll post this hand. So he's going to let go of his underhook, come back up. Whenever you shuck him forward, he's going to let go with that overhook. He's going to post his hands, and you can get down really low. All right. So this is a little extra step that you can get in that'll help you get really low if you want to use it. I'm going to get under his toes at this point. When I say his toes, I literally mean his toes, not the side of his foot, not his ankle. I want to get his toes. I want to aim for that pinky toe. I can pass this to my opposite hand if I want to, or I can keep it on that same hand. But from here, I'm going to go belly down. I'm going to kick my bottom leg through, go belly down. Start to ratchet this foot up. Back check. Pass. One more time. If I want, I can go ahead and do this shuck to come underneath. Come on back up. Or I can just shoot straight under for those toes. Either way are fine. I prefer just shooting straight under. The difference here is I like staying a little bit higher. I'm gonna make sure my head is tucked, that's not in cross face. I like staying a little bit higher, and I like to bring this foot up to here. So I'll bring this foot all the way out, sit him back on his butt. The alternative is if I get really low down here, I'm not bringing his foot up as far, but I'm down controlling his other hip a little bit better. So there's pros and cons to both options, but both are fine. So from here, go belly down, pull this foot up, set it back to his butt, back step, one side control. So those are the two moves we've covered the last couple weeks. We're going to chain them together today. Each time you go, I want you to do 2 reps. First, you're going to try the giggler, end up with a toe tuck sweep. Then you're going to try the toe tuck sweep, end up with a giggler. And then you switch top to bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the giggler at first. What I'm going to do is as I start to hip under and do the hip shovel, he's going to pull his arm out in post. So he's defended. I've lost that grip. I'm not going to hit the giggler because he pulled his arm out. So now what I'm going to do is go back to the same hip and get the toes. Now I'm going for the toe tuck sweep. So I tried the giggler, it didn't work. I hit the toe tuck sweep. Back. Now I'm going to try the toe tuck sweep. He's going to whizzer, base out. I'm going to hit the giggler. So he's going to base out. He's going to whizzer me really hard with his overhook. Yes, he's going to wrench in. I'm going to lose it. Switch to the giggler. So the idea is you try one, they defend, you hit the other one. You might have any questions about that. So this for the people that have been here, have done both, or are comfortable with both. Raise your hand if you're in that group. Okay. You all can go ahead and go down there. So again, try the giggler. They're going to pull their arm out in post. You're going to come back up to your hips, shoot in for the toes, hit the toe tuck sweep. Then you're going to try the toe tuck sweep. They're going to whizzer really hard and base out. You're going to switch your grips, hip under, hip shovel under for the giggler, hit that sweep, and then switch top to bottom. Got it?
But both of them essentially we're going back to our hip before we attempt the other, correct?
When you try the giggler, you got to come back up to your hip, shoot under and get the toes, and then go belly down the opposite direction. For the first one, you're going belly down, they're going to base out, regrip, shoot underneath and go the other direction. So you're switching directions. Any other questions? All right, that group, head on down there and get to work. 1, 2, 3. Those less familiar with either of those, one down here, we'll focus on one of them. All right. Do either of you have a preference on giggler or toe tuck sweep? You weren't here for either one. Took a little break. Drift suck.
I think I'm not gonna go live for another week or so.
Yeah. Rib injuries suck. Consider getting a rib protector. I've worn one for like 2 years. Literally 2 years I wore a rib protector. And they just have like having on their sides right here. And it may not seem like much, but it makes it you got padding like right all the way around your side. Yeah. But just that little padding makes a significant difference.
It was weird because it
Alright, let's use that point of your gym. So we're going to focus on the giggler. This is one of Jimmy's bread and butter. Some people also know the variation of this is called the John Wayne sweep. So this is a slight variation to the John Wayne sweep. Here we are in our good knee shield position. I'm going to come up with my elbow. I'm going to kick my leg through, poking my elbow through. I'm going to push your wife into this underhook. His natural reaction is going to be an overhook. Almost everybody will overhook this underhook. It's actually not a good response for the most part. There are some certain things you can do. A better response is to get a leg on grip from my armpit. So put your feet to the inside, put your hand over. That's a better response that we want to make sure we're doing. So instead of overhooking, we want to be posting on that armpit because that prevents me from attacking that side. But for right now, we'll do less than good. Then I'm going to track this outside leg, rotate it out. So you guys hips just pointed away from me. It's exactly what I want. I'm going to shoot underneath and get an overhook. From here, I'm going to re-grip his wrist I'm gonna use this foot, and this is very important right here. That's where a lot of people mess up. I want to use this foot to pull my hips underneath him. So now that my hips are underneath him, now I'm going to use this same foot to push up, over. Any questions? I'll do it on Allison here. Here we are. We've got our good half our position. We've got our frame in, this bottom leg is hooked. Knees in the chest. I'm going to come up, poke my elbow again. I'm going to poke my elbow in his armpit. You did the correct response. We want you to do the wrong response. 1, 2, windshield wiper. From here, try to use outside hook because the way his feet are. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and shoot straight underneath. I'm going to use that bottom leg, my bottom shin, to extend out, and then I'm switching my feet. I'm throwing them out. Like this. Inside foot on the mat. I'm going to re-grip. I can't read his hand the way it's placed right now, so I'm just going to pinch down really tight with my arm. I'm going to use this inside foot. Hip come underneath. Do this foot again to push myself up and over. Through. Any questions? Alright, let's rough it out. I want you to hit it on you, you to hit it on you, and you to hit it on you. Alright, we're all going to work it out. 1, 2, 3. Get a bunch of reps in. Outside hook with your foot. Good. Shoot underneath. So make sure you get that regrip before, because if you don't have that regrip, he's immediately going to post out the base. So before you hit shoulder, you got to regrip. But you're good. Go ahead and finish it. Keep that left foot hooked until you're all the way up. So your left foot at this point should still be hooked underneath. Yeah, it should still be hooked. Now you can bring that left foot out. Get good. There you go. All right. Alex is on Dalton, right? Good. So you're in half guard. Yep, there you go. Good. And your arms are on top. You have the knee shield in. Very good. Keep your frame up, Alex. Kicking it. Very good. Nice. Outside hook with your right. Good. Right foot to the center. Good. Shoot underneath. Good. Now pause. Don't shoot underneath your back. Still in your right hip. So keep your back on your hip. Good. You should go down. You're running counter with an overhook. Yep, very good. Now he's going to re-grip out. Now, you want to, ideally, you would actually get all the way on his wrist. That's the ideal, that's the ideal position right there. If you can't actually do it though, then just push down. Now use your right foot to hip shovel underneath. Yes. Now post off the mat, up and over. Good. Nice job. All right, don't do it on Jim. So get half. Get on your right side. Good. Get your knee shield in so your left knee's going against chest. And you have a frame. So you're going to be on your right hip on the right side. Frames up, so knees are here. This is your frame. Alright, now from here, you want to come up to your elbow as you kick your left leg through. You should put it right here. Just right arm. Kick your left leg through and follow with your elbow. Kick it through and follow with your elbow. Put your elbow in his armpit. Yeah, good. Now windshield wiper underneath. Yeah, very good. Alright, go and do a full overlook. Good. Now what I want you to do is hook his outside foot. Yes. Now do a hamstring curls to spread him out. Very good. Now you're going to shoot underneath with your right arm. You're going to get an underhook on this leg. Yeah, all the way through. Very good. Now you're going to re-grip his hand right here. Right? Yep. You're going to get rid of his fingertips. Fingertips good. That's better than nothing. Pinch it elbow down tight. Now use this right foot to pull the hips underneath him. This is the hip shovel. Yes. Very good. All right. Now from here, keep this foot hooked. Don't let go. Push off of this foot and keep this foot match and push up and over. Nice job. Good. Now bring that left leg out. There. That was beautiful. All right, guys. Rep it out a bunch. You all did it well.
You can hip and then use your right leg to push it out, and then you can't kind of swap it, pass it from
When you guys are curling under the underhook of the leg or using the grip of the toes for either the toe tuck sweep or the giggler, make sure you're gluing your forehead to your hip. Otherwise, they can cross face you.
hip jump. So, and we just have valves. So if we happen to pass from our underside foot to our other side, we can scoop under first, correct? Is that what you're doing? If you can't reach that foot because the weight is
Yeah, then you just shoot under.
you shoot under first and then push.
Extend the bottom leg and
Yeah.
switch speed. Yep. All right, let's go. Rep it out, guys. Bunch of reps. So get on your hip and get on your right shoulder and your right arm. Get down on your side. This knee needs to be up a little bit. Good, because you don't want him to smash it down.
Got it.
You want your right elbow as you push through. Good. Now get your outside hook with your foot. Your left hook is your outside hook. Okay, good. Yeah, spread them out. Good. Now, shoot underneath, get an underhook on his left leg with your right arm. So shoot your right arm underneath. Yes, good. All the way, go elbow deep. Very good. Re-grip. Now, hip shovel underneath with your right foot. Yep, very good. Now push up and over. Nice job. Very well done. Good. All right, switch. Next rep. Let's switch fast and rep fast. Keep that grip, Jim. You let go of the re-grip. Keep that the entire way. So your hand's right here. Yeah. Still be on him. Otherwise it'll look good. Everything else looks good. So don't shoot your back just yet. Because as soon as you shoot your back, you can have a forehand on the toes. So stay on your hip. Good. Now re-grip. Yep, good. Now hip shovel. But your right foot should be on the mat. Yep, good. Hip shovel. Yep. Very good. Up and over. Nice job. Try to keep that right foot on the mat the entire time. That's what you push up and over. Yeah. Get on your hip. Yep. Good. Bring him in. Good. Elbow should be connected to your knee. Bring him up. Good. Now come on through elbow as you kick through. Good. Out from the outside. Good. Underneath the underhook. Good. Re-grip. If you can't reach his fingers, you use his hips and then pitch down your elbow. Oh, I see. Good job. Yeah. When you go with your underhook, instead of engaging with your hand, you go with the elbow.
Giggler, right, yeah.
How do you switch a rep?
No, that's, I'm trying to really get that way because I know what you're talking about. And like, it would be the same. And I think
Pause, go back, switch your feet. Nope.
show you
Good catch.
be seeing all the times.
Good job.
That's why I've never like, if I'm in I don't have it. I'm fighting so I do have it. I'm not going in because the first thing you do is this. So
Don't let go of that foot. Make sure you keep all of your grips in the sweep to the very end. Whether it's a re-grip on the hand, it's the grip on the toes, it's your foot hook on their leg. Make sure you keep all those until you're fully on top and settled in position. I see a lot of people letting go of the foot, letting go of the re-grip before they settle in that new position. Make sure you finish that. And the last thing you do is let go of those grips.
no, by all means.
Yeah, it's a bit of a because what they're doing is they're basing out, and then you're actually scooting your hips out. Yeah, probably.
That's a stronger grip than this. Yeah, at least for it's me, the defender.
So you're not regrip the last thing you did.
Just finish that.
Regrip the last thing you did was the first thing you said. Now regrip, because that's for tell what's happening. So as soon as you do that, you got more than likely, they're going to push themselves back. More than likely. They don't want to, they don't want to be able to. They're going to let them back up. Yeah, it's just a big shooter knee. Yeah. Somebody with a pause.
Our question was getting dark. If you start to get dark, so you have to risk even. But if I'm doing this, he's saying too many times, people are getting their hips back. So I try to feel they're like too far. And feeling under here that's not working. If I'm gonna drop that back, so you don't have the impact.
So yeah, you're right. This one you don't have. Yeah, this one.
Spring break is like a nice little speed bump.
But if you got that, he's locking the cars. Yeah, you can actually hit this. Don't fully lock in the cars. Let him fully lock in the cars. Now hit.
You gotta trouble with that.
That's the next week. Alright. No, do the game bar. This is the game bar. You can counter the Dars. You have to switch your feet up again. Well, you don't have to use that. But this version we're switching. That's what you're doing. So you can counter the Dars. Use your right foot to give the hip shovel. Yes. See, you don't have to pull it out. You have a chance to finish that. So you can counter the Dars. Because they're taking their own post away. You don't see it. They keep it here. As long as you get that, you're gonna have it. And that, use that first. I guess the first one we should have. I should be going straight to the airport. That should be my position. Now, if we're not good in our position, we start to darcy back here. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. You have to get it. See how you're falling?
And I do something else I can do.
This is.
Well, you're going off to the side. I'm shelving that leg. Because a couple times I was just here, and that last right there, I got you all the way up here. So this gets more leverage, because I can extend, and it's later than I can. I mean, it's not like a pass
So, more reps.
Alright. So, yes, it did. It just had me thinking of one more though. So, like, because on me, they'll start hitting it from like here.
Yeah.
Literally, if I droop my head at all, they'll start going for it. So as soon as I start to feel them going for it, should I be?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's all. That might also be the indicator to switch to the other, the toe hold one too.
You can also use that as a blocker. You can go ahead and if they're trying to dart, they're getting you that, so you can actually
You know what I'm saying? Because if he's out here so high and kicking over, then you go under, grab it higher, and then you take it back the other direction.
Yeah. And they'll keep on trying to force that hand through. Right. So.
I'm here. I would think he could quickly swat down and grab that toe.
Down there.
Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, right. That's what it kind of goes for, right? It's kill over. Definitely not control.
Does that in a toe tuck? Well, he was asking, what if I post out because he had his head up his arm, and I was like, let's just go the opposite side.
Yep.
Give me a second.
Yeah, has me switching coaches.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice job, Alex. Do that right foot on the mat. Right foot should not come up at all. That right foot should just stay on the mat.
This one stays on the mat?
It never comes up. Yep.
Okay.
So like when I'm doing this right foot, hip shovel, then this right foot is going to post up and over, and it never goes over here. It stays back here. From here, I'm dragging my left leg through. Okay, but that right foot never comes off the mat.
You're essentially putting yourself back in the guard.
You're putting yourself back in guard. Finish your last rep. Finish the position. Go back. Go back where you were. Finish. So your left foot should still be hooked. Good. Come on top. Now drive your left leg through, like pull your knee out. Good. Now pull your right knee in. Push your right knee in. There you go. Good. All right. Everybody looked really good. Anyone have any questions about anything that we covered?
Just one. Is there any other dominant positions we can settle in once we actually sleep them and we have to go to side control?
Yeah.
Or is it counterproductive? I guess that's one.
Yeah,
You know, how like you doing too much.
You could probably try to force stepping over the mount, but highly unlikely. You know, they're probably not. I would. I mean, really, this is sweeping the side control. Most sweeps are sweeping the side control. Some, like you can consider sweeping the mount, but most sweeps are sweeping the side control. Come here, Ryan. I want to point out one thing. Everyone looked really good. I want to point out a couple things just to focus on. Whenever I'm shooting underneath, so now I'm going to the giggler in this case, whether it's the giggler or the toe tap, I'm gluing my forehead to the hip immediately. So I'm going straight under here, or I'm going straight right here. And when I'm gripping these toes, I'm sliding the back of my hand on the mat and grabbing those pinky toes. But I want to be down here. Now that goes back to, in part of the, Chewy talks about this little, shucking them forward. That helps you get low, so it helps focus on that position, that angle. So if you do shuck somebody forward, actually push it in here. I'm violently doing this, he's going to push me, I promise. So I'm going to shuck him forward, and that's when you get low and shoot underneath and start that toe tuck. So we're here, we got a toe tuck. I like to ratchet up a little bit higher with my head down low. And once I ratchet up, kick my bottom leg through, go belly down. Now here, I don't want to keep his foot where it is. Everyone come around to this side where you can see what's going on. I don't want to keep this foot on the mat. I want to actually lift this foot up and keep on lifting it up until I'm past. I see a lot of people using this like push off the mat with his hand as pinned. Pushing off, I'm giving him a post in that foot. He can now use that foot to push off the mat and square up. Yeah, he can turn into me and square up. I want to get that foot off the mat. So once I get up to a point, I now want to lift this and keep it off the mat and control it. This lets me control his body, okay? The other thing I want to focus on is all of my grips. That one specifically, I don't let go until I'm past. This is like me letting go of this foot early. And then on the giggler, I'm I'm not letting go of this overhook until I'm fully past and settled. The last thing I do is let go. So let go early, again, I'm giving this hand back and I'm starting to use it. Any questions about any of that?
When I do the toe tuck thing, I seem to keep my hand under it or on his low back. Do I just need to move it at some point? Or when do you
Yeah, that's
that?
what I was my part too.
Around the low back?
Yeah,
Yeah, so, and then when I get up, my hand is essentially
You can also pass that foot to that hand. Use something to do. And actually, what Chewy shows. So again, I do it a little bit different. I keep the hand on the low back. Chewy actually gets the low bit hip. So when Chewy does this, and he does this shuck forward, he gets down low onto the hip. And as he comes up with that leg, I grab above the hip. He goes below the hip. His positioning makes it easier to pass that foot to the other hand. So once I pass that foot to the other hand, I'm not at this hand free to post up, to drive in, or even to reach across and grab that knee tap or knee tap. So just another option there as well. All right, y'all. Let's partner up. Let's get a few rounds in. 1, 2, 3. Start and half guard with the knee shield in. Slap hands and go. Alex, you sit now? Yeah.
You start moving around.
Treat him as though he's brand new. Let's see some toe tucks and some gigglers. I don't hurt yourself first. No, we're good. We're good. Get 2 on 1. So just hand on his head, that's not doing anything for you. Get both arms to the inside and put it like 2 on 1, 2 on 1 hip, 2 on 1 thigh, 2 on 1 knee. Get very good. Get to your right hip and push. Yeah, very good. That's your strength. Nice job. Get that knee back in. Good. Now recover your guard.
Oh, I tried.
You're good. No, you're good. He's not going to finish you from there. Pass the side control. Mule kick with your right leg and back step up and over. Good. That's a toe tuck, right? I just saw the last.
I'll watch it. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I think that was the last little bit of it.
Yeah, we just got back there. Good one.
Get back to the mat lane. Kick up. Kick up. Good. Come on top. Good job. Back to the knee in the center line. Good. Keep hitting her hips to the mat. Don't sit up like that. Just step sweep her up. Hip and sweep. Get both your hands on her hips. Extract that right arm. Don't let her fight that overhook. Good. Right there to that back. Back forward. Arm back no matter what. Yeah, there you go. Good. Yeah. Punch her in the face. Alright, both hands on her hips. Knee in the center line. Good. Both hands on. I mean, you can go back. Both hands on her hips. Elbows in the right thighs. You can put one hand. You can take one hand on her hip. We're out. Keep on. We're just in good position. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. It's a very strong position. Again, you're elbow inside. Good. Left elbow inside. Very close.
Go ahead, cut you good.
Yeah. Be prepared for the triangle. Be prepared for that hand on your forehead. Block that triangle. Get a sub in his first day back. Triumphant return.
Yeah, I lost it.
Lost it yet. Great spot though.
Thanks, bud.
Hey, pause right there, guys. Go back. Switch fighter, slap hands, and go. Dalton, side control. You have to let go of this. Keep it on. Yeah, I'll show you in class. Switch fighter, slap hands, and go.
I don't know how that works. I mean,
Oh, there's awesome.
I mean, the body position is right.
Switch fighter, slap hands, and go.
Are you rolling? You sitting out?
If there's a person that needs a match, I'll roll.
Go ahead.
Okay. Beat up my new blue belt.
Step in the face.
Just for you, Kevin.
You do that to Evan.
Once.
I tried to set it up.
Only once.
Okay, I tried to set it up, and it seemed like he knew exactly like what I was doing. And I forgot exactly how he defended it, but he did something. It was like he was like, okay.
I probably tried it 20 times, and each time I got a little closer until I finally hit it one time. He's Evan's better than I am. I very rarely catch him. Very rarely.
like even when you think you're in a good position.
Yeah, he can counter a lot, and
Yeah.
he escapes bad positions very well. Like I'll pass the guard. I don't pass very often, but I'll pass it. And it's really hard for me to hold side control. He's very good at guarding.
Probably had that about 2 minutes earlier. I just didn't realize. Oh shit! You're back. I wasn't on it a while. Yeah.
Good battle, man.
Hey, what boy?
Time, switch partners, left hands.
Hey, coach.
What's up?
Jesus.
I need to take a break. Okay.
Man, you're injured. I need you now.
Last round.
It's the only time I have a chance. Just kidding, I won't. I don't have a chance to get finished.
want you to think about full guard, back guard, side control, secure position, strategically slide over the mouth. You're like trying to go from half guard to now. Let's give it a six. Yeah. And I'm not saying it's not a place to do it, it's not a place to do it. But if what you're at, oh, just win. Come on, line up! Damn it! Squeeze in for a quick picture. Right here, everyone get in like you like each other. Who's in the back?
Jeffrey in there.
Right here, come on. Alright, 1, 2, 3, smile. Alright, y'all, light it back up.
3 days and he got money.
Who hit a toe tuck sweep during rolling? Couple hands up, nice. Who hit a giggler? Couple hands went up, awesome. Good. Who tried but just didn't hit him? Who did not raise their hands at all between those 3 questions? You're brand new back, no worries. Everyone else, good job. Dalton, welcome back, man. Good to have you. Every Tuesday through Friday, we're in here. Bring both gi and no gi until you become familiar with it. There's a Discord chat. So maybe I'll talk about it afterwards. I think I have a question if you want me to cover something afterwards as well. Any questions or comments about today, guys? All right, y'all. Thanks for coming in. Have a good one.
Hey, you know what? It's a decent weight to stay at.
Yeah, now maintain it